my brother Charlie, Jordan, Ethan, and myself. We were all at a nice tropical resort. We were on a summer vacation. We all won expense paid, free tickets, and backstage passes to a concert for the summer. Let me tell you something. We were ready to party, if you know what I'm saying. We got there early, so we had about 6 hours before the concert. Let me tell you, oh crap. We did everything there was to do at the resort. Finally, Jordan notices a small island somewhere over there. Next to the resort. We asked the management if they know any way to get there. They shivered before giving us the answer, you don't want to go there. Don't want to go there at all. They wouldn't give us any explanation as to why, so we left their site. However, I was convinced there was anything wrong with the island, so I asked the others if they wanted to explore the island. They all replied, sure, why not? Right when our discussion came to an end, I heard a psst coming from the alley behind me. We all looked in the sound's direction. It was a man wearing a trench coat and a fedora. He covered his face and whispered through his jacket, "Want to buy a watch?" We all looked at him confused until he spoke. "No, I'm just kidding. How about a helicopter to get you to the island over there?" The man shifted his body to reveal red slitted eyes, assuming they were some awesome contacts. I asked how much, feeling a little uncomfortable. The man looks around and gets right next to my ear and whispers, 4 installments of $19.99. I look down, is that it? He nods. We all pay the price for the flying machine. He tosses us the keys and disappears into the black mist. After reading Piloting Helicopters for Dummies, we had 4 hours left until the concert started. We set off for the mysterious island. Is that going to go bad on my score? Okay. It was strange. Once we got there, fog engulfed us and the island, like it had always been there. I couldn't even get to see the mainland from the floating rock we stood on. We look around and find a crashed Gulfstream G600. We hear screaming coming from inside. We quickly open up the door to the plane. And out comes a shaken Adam Sandler. He looks at us and thanks us for getting him out of the plane and looks down. You guys must have swam here. I was confused but realized that Charlie's pants were wet. We quickly changed topics. That's all I heard. And then we asked, "Are you okay?" Ethan asked to the actor. Sandler assures us that he's okay, but he's not going to fly again. Now, I wasn't going to be the guy that asks why he was flying in the first place. Alright, we all agreed something didn't feel right, so we decided to search the island for anything out of the ordinary. We stumbled upon a temple with symbols carved on its pillars. We took its scenery until we heard, "What are you doing here?" Startled, we look around to find Vice President Al Gore with equipment that put the Ghostbusters to shame. He told us, "You shouldn't be here. You're in danger." We ask him from what. He looks around and whispers, "Man, bear pig." I couldn't help but start laughing. Gore wasn't very happy with my response. He replied, "It's not a laughing matter. This thing is dangerous. It's half man, half bear, half pig." He ended with saying, "I'm super serial." Between that and him showing a crude drawing, I laughed even harder. We left the freak for our original exploration. Little did we know what we were going to face was going to be worse than any bear or whatever the psycho was talking about. We decided as long as Al Gore was inspecting the temple to kill the fairy tale creature, we wouldn't go inside. We followed a trail that looked as if it led to the back of the temple. Now, we came across a strange sight. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West looked as if they were playing undead charades with Albert Einstein and George Washington. Actually, they were only asking what the resort's name was, which was strange because this was a deserted island. But the stubborn couple insisted that they were at a summer bash that was being held at the resort we were at. As for the undead historical figures, as sorry as I was to do, we left them with a couple who fell out of a stupid tree and hit every branch down. We entered the temple and traveled to its lowest floor. At the bottom was an altar, and the man with the coat appeared in front of it. "It's Lucius," Jordan exclaimed. I looked at him, wondering how he figured that out. He looks at me and says, "It's written on its name tag." The man with his red eyes looked down quickly, ripped the name tag off, and threw it as far away from him as possible, like if it wasn't even there. The awkward stare down was quickly broken by, "I found you!" Al Gore jumped on the altar behind Lucius with his equipment, "Prepare to die, Man Bear Pig," and stuck Lucius inside a container on his back. He looked at us and said, "Don't worry, gentlemen, I have saved the day. I summoned Man Bear Pig and trapped him. I'm totally ethereal." He went on saying, "We still have to get out fast because the island's secret was," pause for dramatic effect,
"Oh, God.
It was meant to be filming place for the next Transformers movie. And judging by the clock, we had," pause for dramatic effect again, "a minute before the place explodes." We sprinted out of the temple, passing Kanye and Kim, getting angry at George and Albert's corpses for sleeping on the job. We got to the chopper and lifted off, but there was too much weight. We were falling. Suddenly, Sandler had the best idea ever. He roundhouse kicked Al Gore off, and Al Gore's last words were, "I'm super ethereal," before landing into a Michael Bay explosion that lasted for 3 hours. I must say, the explosions worked as amazing fireworks since the stage was placed right in front of the island, and it looked wonderful for this concert. And that, pause for dramatic effect one last time, Coach Fanford is the reason why I didn't write this.
Should have paused for dramatic effect.
What?